guys, so welcome to my short review of Trapped, a M Night Shyamalan film. Which, of course, since it's M Night Shyamalan, it's gonna be a weird film. Yeah, so basically, it's about a dad who takes his daughter to a concert. Basically, is serial killer. I like how they basically call him a butcher. Like, reminds me of the They Have a Butcher from Dexter, Dexter himself. But at least he kind of kills bad people, while this butcher kills teenagers. Yeah, but it's interesting idea for a film, but since it's M Night Shyamalan, it's gonna be weird. Yeah, the way how he's trying to escape while trying to make things not look strange to his daughter, but yeah, and how she's basically getting to see like an idol to the point where she ends up getting backstage and being able to be with her idol, and him trying to use that to escape. Just yeah. It shows that he's a pretty smart killer, trying to win favors with everyone. Yeah, pushing people downstairs, all the stuff. I just don't know if we actually fully see him kill someone, but we see him hurt a lot of people. Yeah, we just know his body count from what we hear, and we know that he's basically got someone hostage at the same time, and that the person who's sinning in this concert, she's kind of like working with the police to bring him down, and he ends up getting the radio to know what the actual plan is. I mean, I feel like if a better director had this script, I feel like they could execute this film better. But since it's M Night, I feel like it was a bit too complex for him. But I'd say the best thing about this film is, the main actor himself did a really good job at playing a serial killer, like a really good job. And if he was in like a better script of a film, because it's M Night. He just doesn't. He's not the best at writing dialogue. And the thing is, it's just M Night's dialogue is just so strange. But when he's writing films that are actually strange anyway, I don't know. It just works for me. Like some he has some films that are considered bad to some people, but I actually like them, like Lady in the Lake and stuff. This other one where their grandma's trying to kill him. They're kind of the movies that people might find bad, but I find them, enjoyable more than the ones that people actually find like that are his best films, like Signs, for example. I still hate that the basically the main threat of the film, the aliens, that their weakness is basically water. It's stupid. Like they're trying to take over a planet, but it's mainly filled of their weakness, water. It's just so stupid. But I know people just like those films anyway. But I just felt like pretty dumb, and I feel like as time's gone on, he's gone better, and sometimes still makes bad films, but in certain areas he does better. And at the end of the day, I enjoyed this film, but it has a lot of flaws because it's M Night. He's not the best at writing dialogue, but at least the main actor did a good job. Yeah. Just trying to see him get out of here was very entertaining. I mean, I knew he would get caught by the end, but then they still find a way to surprise you even after that. Because, it's M. Night. Like with The Sixth Sense, like probably his biggest film when it comes to the surprises, I guess. Instead of just, with what they did with Split, like making it connected to another film, Unbreakable. Yeah. Like just I See Dead People, the iconic scene, which something was spoiled for me before I even watched the film, so yeah. But at the end of the day, it was still a good film. I like it more than Signs, I guess. Because Signs isn't a bad film, but Jesus, the dialogue and the way how flipping kids act like adults, he just has the most weirdest dialogue in any director, out of any director. Yeah, it can be entertaining, I guess. Because yeah, he just keeps vanishing from his daughter. She's getting very suspicious. He still keeps taking stuff, to not get caught. He ends up getting backstage talking to M Night Shyamalan since he's connected to the idol. Because M Night Shyamalan like, loves to put himself in his films. Yeah, and obviously I didn't watch this in cinemas because it didn't seem like it was gonna be anything special anyway. I only watch movies that are gonna be at least great in cinemas. Like I'm gonna watch Beetlejuice in cinemas. Yeah. But yeah, he gets to go backstage. Doris excited. Gets to dance with her idol because this is basically like the best and probably the worst night of her life. getting to meet someone that she probably loves, and then finding out that her dad's a flipping killer. Yeah, all that at the same time. You would even know how to feel, really, I guess. Because he seems like such a nice guy, even to the point where he's like helping some girl that ends up, flipping nearly passing out. This seems like a charming guy, but deep down we know how bad he is, like flipping making distractions, flipping blowing up machines that hurt people so he can distract guards, so he can steal stuff, just yeah. And then this is when the movie just gets it becomes extremely dumb. Like, oh my god. Like the direction they took this film when it literally made the idol be a part of the story, this is when, oh my god, it went in like very dumb territory. Like, I mean, I was enjoying the film up until they decided to make her the main part of the story. It was just a weird idea. Yeah, I don't understand why they went in this direction. I mean, he basically comes out and says that he's the serial killer because basically, I guess the idol's working with the cops, and I guess she knows that someone's life's in danger and she wants to be able to help them. So she's willing to basically put her life in danger. But, well, first, the plan was for him to basically say that he's basically holding someone hostage, and if you don't help me escape, I'm gonna kill them. So she probably thinks like their life's in her hands, so that's why she's just listening. Basically, his plan is just to get out without the cops, checking him because they'll probably catch him. And yeah, when they get to the part where I guess they get to like outside and get to the limo so they can get to the car. She ends up thinking, what if I actually go to the serial killer's house? And I don't understand. That is like the dumbest idea ever. I mean, I guess that the butcher showed, that he has the hostage on his phone, so he's probably thinking a way to like get his phone. So she's probably thinking like, hmm, maybe I should go to his house and when I get the chance, take his phone and then try to talk to the guy to help him escape. Yeah, and just the way how they directed these final moments, like, because this is when the movie just goes all over the place. I'd say the last moments were good, but this middle part of the film is just so dumb, and it's just crazy that she ends up actually escaping all this too. It's just so dumb. She ends up meeting the family. He ends up saying like, if you try anything, I'm gonna kill the guy. And she's just slowly like talking about the butcher to the family, which is just so random. Even though that's her plan to spook him. Then she decides to like play the piano before she goes, but she texts like the daughter's phone. And then when she gets the chance, she tries to take the dad's phone, then runs into the bathroom, I guess. Is trying to talk to the guy and help him escape. And he's just knocking on the door angrily, and the family are just like, what the hell's going on? And it seems like it gets to a moment where he's done something to his family, and he ends up opening the door. That she's able to like, I guess, do a quick live stream and try to work out where the guy is, and then I guess to call the police and stuff. Yeah. So yeah, he gets inside, gets the phone, and in all that time, they like someone's able to like find where he is and rescue him that fast. And then he's taking her to the car. She ends up learning some stuff about his mother, the butcher's mother, like the way how she should talk to him. It's just, this what happened to this film? You had a decent script and then you just went in such a weird direction. Like, what the hell is this? It's like, oh man, I don't even know what to compare this to. Just think of any actual real life sinner in this situation and they'd want to put themselves in danger just to catch a serial killer. I don't know if they'd actually do this, to be honest. Like literally risk their life going to a literal serial killer's house. It's like Ariana Grande or someone like that, flipping going to a serial killer's house to try rescue someone. They think they're gonna possibly get out of that, but somehow she gets out of this, which I'm surprised. It's crazy. Like this is just the movie became so weird at this point, and you know how M Night Shyamalan is, man. He just makes some weird stuff. Oh my god. Like the direction of this film just became so weird. They end up yeah, I guess the family is okay. I guess he just locked him out of the house or something, which I can't imagine what they was thinking. Wait, no, I think he locked him upstairs, and then they, I guess, climbed out the window, and then they confronted him while he was trying to drive away with the idol. But then, I guess, he goes back in the house. The idol goes back in her limo, which she should have just stayed with the police. Dumbass. He ends up setting a trap for maybe a guard that ends up coming in. He probably takes him out, takes their helmet, and goes to some shortcut, somehow getting in the same limo that the idol's in and taking her away. It's just that scene just flipping mind boggled me, man. Like, what the hell? This movie's hilarious. And then it gets to a point where there's a huge crowd. She's able to open the window while she's chained to the door and saying help to her fans because they recognize her. And then they stop the car, and then the police come and tell everyone to move away from the car. She gets out of the car once again, but at least this time she actually fully escapes because she's not a dumbass again. Because just imagine if he was able to get her again. And then even after all this, he's able to escape. Yeah, he basically goes back to his house to confront his wife because in this best situation, I guess she probably would have to relocate. And man, but with the way how the film ends, I don't even know what would have happened next. I mean, you can just predict, but we'll get to that. And he basically confronts his wife, basically wants to kill her, have one last supper together, yeah. Taking off his clothes for some reason, seeing his true self, yeah. Having talks about how she's always felt like something was off about him, and him just fully being himself, yeah. And I don't know, this was just making me think of what if spoilers for Dexter season 4, what if they didn't kill, Rita? Like, what if they never killed her and she actually lived on long enough to see Dexter's true color and what he actually does, how she would react to it? Because even though he doesn't kill good people, he's still a killer at the end of the day. The have a butcher, and he's let sometimes innocents go down for what he's done. Like Dokes, for example, he just let him get all the blame. Yeah, even though he wasn't responsible, and he's accidentally killed one person one time. But yeah, most of the time he's just killed bad people. But just killing and cutting them up in general, probably should be scared of him. Yeah, because she probably thought like her ex-husband was really bad, but then what Dexter did, like actually being a serial killer, even though he's not like killing bad people. At the end of the day, he's still killing people. Yeah. And then eventually at the end, in the actual ending, a serial killer basically kills her. So yeah, just imagine if like he was able to kill Trinity before Trinity killed Rita, and it got to a point where she found out about Dexter. It just would have been interesting to see. It wouldn't be on this level because Dexter he doesn't really have proper emotions to show what this actor was showing. Like showing so much anger on his wife, blaming it all on her, when at the end of the day, he's the one who's the serial killer and he's the one who got caught. Yeah. But maybe he just blames her in some kind of way of not realizing the whole time. I don't know. I don't know what to take from this scene, but I feel like if a better director handled this scene, this scene would probably be like even better. But it was still pretty good because the actor's pretty good. Yeah, and I see why people are praising him in this film that a lot of people are not liking. Yeah, because people are just taking the mick out of this film because M. Night Shyamalan, everything he makes, people just take the piss out of it. I'm surprised he can still make films. Yeah. But yeah, this was a good scene. He ends up hallucinating his mother, and then the cops come, stun him. At one point, I was thinking like, bruh, this guy's not Split. If you've seen Split, another M. Night Shyamalan movie that's actually better than this. But yeah. But they eventually, take him down. He gets arrested. His daughter comes. He picks up a bike and is able to like get something from the bike, which somehow they didn't see because they're the dumbest cops of all time. They just let him pick up a bike for no reason. He gets to hug his daughter, which I'm surprised she still wants to hug him, but she's probably so confused, man. Yeah, what's actually happening? And then when he's in the police van, he basically is able to get off the cuffs because he takes out something from the bike, and he basically gets free. Yeah, look at that smile. And then you could just think like what he possibly did next. He either went straight back at some point and killed his wife, and maybe tried to take the kids, or he was just on the one at that point, trying to find a place to hide out. There could be any of the two options, really. Not a bad way to end the film. It's just, man, this film could have been a lot better, and it's just the direction it took. It was just so retarded. Maybe somehow they would have maybe worked out like he was the killer and he was getting away. I just don't know how else they would have did it without the idol being a part of the story at some point, which was just so dumb. But yeah, I'd say it ended well. It's just, man, it's just because it's M Night Shyamalan. It's just not perfect. Yeah, there's no film that he's made that's perfect. I'm sorry. I mean, even Unbreakable, my favorite film that he's ever made, that's also not perfect because the dialogue's just not always, you know, good. Especially when it comes to like Bruce Willis's character's son. Yeah, just that stuff. But obviously the best dialogue comes from Samuel L. Jackson. He's the goat in that film. Yeah, he's the one that makes that movie work so well. Yeah, how he's the opposite of the hero, because the hero's unbreakable, and Mr. Glass is breakable. Like he has the most easiest breaking bones, but he's also extremely smart. Yeah. So yeah, as for this film, had a good concept, but it just could have been executed better. If I was gonna rate it, 6.8 out of 10. I don't even know if that's too high, but since I didn't hate this film, I'm going with it. Yeah, 6.8 out of 10. That's the best I can give it. Yeah. But yeah, that's all I got to say. Hope you enjoyed the review. Just wanted to make another video after House of Dragons, since I know that didn't end perfectly, but yeah. Appreciate you can leave a like. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.